Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And I got my new TR3. This is an 8-foot wide version. I'm out here on a driveway, and this driveway is like 2,300-ish feet long. It is long. And he's got this really big turnaround area right here that we're going to regrade and re-level before he brings new rock in. It's really bad over there next to the house. Some of the ruts in there are like a foot deep, but I think I can get it all done, get it done quickly and efficiently with this attachment. I did a driveway yesterday that I knocked it out in no time. It was like, I don't know, 16, 17, 1,800 foot long or something like that. Took me about 2 hours at the most. So seeing how efficient this thing is and how much time it's saving me, and by now you've seen my tractor and I'm in love. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't eat any dust yesterday, and to me that was a huge deal. And I'm gonna do most of the filming today with the GoPro, simply because lugging my big camera rig I got in and out of the tractor and setting it up is kind of difficult. So I apologize if the actual footage isn't as pristine as it normally is, but kind of going old school. You know, I used to film with a GoPro all the time, and I never got any complaints in, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see how this driveway compares to the one we did yesterday as far as ripping. So far so good, it's ripping it right up. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, this is gonna end up being one of my favorite things about this tractor, because I can sit here, hit a couple little buttons, set my cruise control, and I am cruising away. Boy, I like that a lot, not gonna lie to you about it. Look at there. This gentleman's got beehives out here. And guess what? You can't get me. Ha ha! So you can see here what I'm kind of working with. It's really got a lot of ruts and bad spots over here. Lots of grass in here that we're going to dig out. So let's get at it. We'll start working on this circle area right here, and then we can switch over to the profile blade. So in most cases, these rippers will do plenty good enough, especially if you're in dirt. But a gravel driveway, I've noticed that no matter how many times you go over it, it still kind of leaves the little ridges in there after it rains and settles down. Of course, you can't tell it when it's dry, but once it rains and settles down, you can tell it. So I like to put the profile blade on here after I get everything loosened up and go over it pretty much one pass, and then that kind of cuts out all those ridges. And once you get the rippers off, you come back in here with the profile blade, set it to the depth you want it. And we're ready to go. When I bought the TR3, I got the little kick plate that goes on the side that kind of, you know, your rock gets pushed over to one side of the driveway. This thing is a little attachment you put on here and it pulls it back to the inside. The only downfall to this stuff is this is some really, really thick metal. And one person, it can be a little bit tricky to maneuver it around and get it hooked back up. Let me get this set over down there. I set it down close to the ground so it wouldn't be quite as hard. Get one bolt started and then the next one will be a lot easier. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I also got the top and tilt on this tractor, so this right side I can tilt it down so this will dig a little bit more. Look at this thing. Look at that right there. That's bad to the bone right there. It'll catch that little bit of rock on that edge and kind of work it back to the inside. So while we're here, let's go ahead and work this front. We'll push it right up to the edge. She's got a little bit of a dip right there. So I want to make sure I fill that in and get it nice and level with the road itself. So I'm on my final pass. I've got the profile blade in the up position. It's still kind of feathering a little bit here and there. The box blade's all the way down, and the rear comb is in contact with the surface as well. So I'm kind of leveling out the area, cutting the high spots, filling in low spots, and combing it all at the same time, which is really cool. And I think I need to be up front here. I'm not completely sure I like, well, let me reword that. I like the little foot that you put on the outside edge to cut the rock to the inside. I like it, but I don't love it. So yeah, I think with the since I got the iMatch back here, where you can drop an implement super fast and pick something else up super fast. And I was kind of already thinking about getting a straight blade, you know, angle straight blade. Of course, it'd be hydraulic because I got the hookups back there to use it. And you know, if I can get one iMatch compatible, and that would allow me to cut all of this to the inside, not just the outside edge. And you know, I honestly think I want to be able to do that. I want that option to be able to do that. Yeah, I know it's extra money. It's another implement. You got to load it on the trailer, blah, 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 blah. But I just, you know, it's what I want to do. It's how I want to do the driveway, is to cut all of this. I mean, look at all this rock right here. I could cut all of this over. And, you know, the little foot that goes on the side of the TR3, although it does a wonderful job, it can't cut every bit of that over. So I think I'm gonna start looking at a straight blade, and when I do a driveway, all I gotta do is throw it on the front of the trailer, and when I get to this point and I need to cut everything to the inside, I can, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of good rock out here on the edges that, especially this right side going in, it's a whole lot. I just can't get it with what I got. I can't get it over where I need it to be. So I'm gonna start looking at that, researching that, see what I can find. You know, this driveway is a little abnormal because it's a bunch over here, a whole lot of rock. If it were just a little bit, you know, the little foot on the TR3, it pulls it right over with zero issues. Of course, I could go up and down this 10 times and probably achieve the same thing. But for me and my schedule, it's more efficient to drop this thing, grab a straight blade, do it in one pass, throw the TR3 back on there, and slick it down and go home. Let me say this, I've done a ton of gravel driveway work for a very, very long before YouTube. I grew up doing gravel driveway work, kind of around the community and stuff like that. So I've been doing this for a long time. I have yet to see an implement leave as smooth of a finish as this TR3. That comb back there that kind of goes across the back, when you get the pitch on it just right, and you get your speed just right, where it kind of fluffs the rock up, oh my goodness, it leaves it like just butter on a biscuit. I ain't kidding you. It is absolutely incredible, the finished look or the finished grade that you get. As far as the tractor goes, that top and tilt, where the 3-point the 3-point arms tilt one way, I can really tell a big difference in how this thing crowned, because when I was running down the edges with the little TR3 foot pulling material in, I had it cocked a little bit to the right, and so that it would windrow it kind of uphill. And I'm gonna tell you what, I can feel the tractor by the seat of my pants. I've got a good crown from the center over. And of course, when I come back up the other side, I'll probably feel the exact same thing. And it's probably hard to see through the cab. It's dust everywhere, but I'm telling you what, man, does it look so much better. Look, listen to the tractor. Hear the tractor? Here, kind of struggling a little bit. I'm having to adjust the pitch back there a little bit. Because the last thing I wanted to do is start spinning, then it creates washboards, you know, to get that washboard effect. So you want to keep your motion forward as you're going uphill. I'm on the final pass on this big turnaround right here at this house. I could have set the camera up over here at the truck. It's pointless. I don't think you better see a thing. It is so dry and so dusty. dusty. I'll keep you in here where there ain't no dust. That way you don't get none on you. This is pretty much done. I've got 2 little holes over there, and I'm just kind of dragging material over there to it and letting the box blade kind of do its thing. I'm not even touching the controls where the blade kind of goes up and down. Here's one hole right here, and it just dumped off a little bit in that hole, and then I got another one right here that's just about flattened out. Well, that's another one in the books. Got a really long driveway. Made pretty good work of it, pretty quick work of it. And more I get used to the tractor and the TR3 combination, you know, of course, I'm going to become more efficient and get faster as I go. So I'm really, really liking this setup. It's wonderful. I ain't eat dust the first time. So, hey, as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.